Sorry, my eyes is watering, you guys, from this sun. This sun does not work for me. I mean, I'm glad the sun is out, but it's got my eyes watering. Hey, Tamika. Good afternoon, I should say, almost. I'm on my way to work, but I got to stop first and get my ice, and then and then head on out. We back. Every time I pull out from my driveway, it does every single time because it's unconnecting from the internet at my house. So every time I pull out the driveway, it does that. But we're back. We're back. We're back. So you guys, hey, Prima Wanda, my love. Do you ever have an off day? You're always hustling. Have a blessed day. Thank you, love. Girl, no, they don't give me no off day. They always got me working. Always. I'm always working. And you know what? I don't complain. The reason why I don't complain, because that's a blessing, because I remember not so long ago when I wasn't working, when I was begging and praying and telling God I would clean toilets. Okay, you know how you get to that point that you be like, you know, when you uppity and you doing good, you be like, shoot, I ain't cleaning no damn toilets. But when you down and out and you don't have nothing coming in, you be like, I'll even clean toilets. Like, just give me a chance. Whatever it is you want, I will scrub the floor with a toothbrush. Matter of fact, I got my own if you hire me. You know, I remember not so long ago, because I still got mouths to feed. I still have 3 mouths to feed. So anytime God can put me to work while I'm able-bodied, I'm not going to even complain about it. I'm not going to complain about it. I just do it. So when they need me to come, y'all know yesterday was my day off. Yesterday, I wasn't even supposed to have worked yesterday. But I went on it and she said, I know that's right. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to do it. Because when it comes to that time for me to sit down, for me to have to sit down, I'm going to sit my ass down and I'm going to enjoy life. But right now, I got to do what I got to do. Plus Christmas is coming. And again, ain't nobody giving my kids nothing. No, if I don't work my ass off to put something under the tree, ain't nobody else gonna put nothing under the tree. It's just gonna be an empty ass tree. So I have to. Hey, Ra, I have to get out there, you know, and do what I have to do. The good thing about it is I think I found my passion, you guys. You know how it takes some people, it just takes them a minute or whatever to find their passion. Like they like to do a lot of things. Like I like to do a lot of things. I love real estate. I do. I love it. I love helping people find homes. I love helping folks get into apartments. Like, I love that. But I think my passion is the psychic card reading. Before I get on, I pray about it. when I get off, when I get through reading you guys and everything, I pray about it. At night, I'm dreaming. I'm getting so many visions, and I think that it's strengthening me, because the more that I'm doing, I'm tapping into myself and into things. Girl, I love it. I love it. Yes, and you have enough saved up when that time comes, girl. Yes, look, that's the plan. That is the plan. That's the plan. Okay, let me get mine. Every time I go looking for my wallet, I can't find my damn wallet. And I just saw my wallet before I left the house. I'm like, okay, here it is. I'm like, I said to myself, let me put my wallet right here, so I don't forget it and everything. And so then I go to look for it. I can't find it. All right, I got to run in here right quick, you guys, and go get some ice. Yes, I got to work today, girl. I'm on my way right now. And look, I ain't even care how I look. I got my jogging suit on. And y'all ain't never seen me in no jogging suit going to work. But today, no, it is what it is. Send me home for dress code. I don't mind. Send me on home. But this is what I'm wearing to work today. All right, I got to run in here right quick, you guys. And I don't even need that on. To get my ice. I'll be right back. Keep an eye on the car. He can't hear nothing because he got some damn earphones on. Somebody walked up and hit him in the back of the head. I don't like... So the gentleman that's right here, you guys cannot see him. Let me see if I can turn the camera around. So, see him? The gentleman right there. He's walking in the store now. You see him with his headphones on. So, I didn't see the headphones in the beginning. I'm like, excuse me, trying to get past you, excuse me. He didn't flinch. He didn't move. He didn't do anything. And so when I get around the corner, when I get around, make enough room to where I could get around him, that's when I realized that where's my other napkin? My eyes is watering. That's when I realized that he got those headphones on and he can't hear me. He didn't respond or anything because he can't hear me. And I don't know why people wear those things when you're walking around, when you out here in public, because somebody can hit your ass upside the head and you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't see it coming. You wouldn't know it coming. And when I realized how serious it was, I'm going to tell y'all, my daughter, Cece, y'all know Cece. My daughter, Cece, she was walking and she had those earbuds in. And a car almost hit her. A car almost hit her. And I'm like, Cece, I'm like, Sydney. Well, I don't call her Cece. I call her Sydney. I'm like, Sydney. She didn't respond. I'm like, Sydney. And then she like, oh, Ma, I had my headphones in. I said, that's dangerous. You do that on the way going to school? And just so happens, we were all walking. It was a nice day. And me and the babies walked up to the high school to pick her up. And we were all walking home. I said, you do this going to, she said, yeah. I said, somebody will hit your ass. Somebody will rob you. Somebody could kidnap you. You would not see it coming. You don't know. You won't know if it's coming. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Militant, what is Thanksgiving? Militant white lady, what is Thanksgiving? Honey, if you don't know what Thanksgiving is, you are in the wrong spot. Let me just get rid of you. Get rid of militant white lady. Because if anybody that comes through with a stupid question like that, you shouldn't even thank you. You shouldn't even be on here. If you don't know what Thanksgiving is, you definitely shouldn't be on here. No, get her ass out. Get her ass out. Wow, you had a wonderful holiday, Rob Black. When your life serious, who in what you have? I figured you were out of town. Militant white lady, be respectful. No, she ain't got to be respectful. Get her dumb ass on up out of here. You gonna come up here and you gonna be fun. Anytime somebody come and be funny about stupid shit, when you start asking stupid questions like that, what is Thanksgiving? Why do we celebrate Christmas? Where's God? Who is God? When you start coming in asking dumb questions, see, that messes with my spirit. You understand what I'm saying? That shit like that, dumb shit, that messes with my spirit. I don't need you in my chat throwing me off. I don't need you. Evidently, this ain't the place to be, because we always giving thanks over here. Even when it's not Thanksgiving, we always giving thanks over here. So if you don't understand anything like that, bruh, be gone. This is definitely not the place for you. This is definitely not the place for you. My daughter had 2 friends that died from wearing headphones. One of them got hit, wow, by a train, and the other one got hit by 18. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, that racist woman been in a few chats this morning. Well, she won't be over here because her ass gonna get completely blocked and kicked the fuck out. Oh, excuse me, Jesus. Excuse me, Jesus. Oh, forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, everybody, because this is a Sunday. I got no business cursing like that on no Sunday. See how God make me check myself? See how God, that's God. When God makes you check yourself, because the devil want to start something. And soon as I just said, what did I just say? I said, she messing with my spirit. That's messing with my spirit. And then here I go cursing like the devil. Here I go cursing like the devil because she messing with my spirit. No, God said you better check yourself. You better check yourself. So I had to check myself. So I apologize to all of you guys for cursing like that. Because this is why I say I can't be friends. I can always be cordial no matter what. I can always be cordial, but I can't be friends. I can't hang out with you. I can't kick it with you when you messing with my spirit. When you messing with my energy, when you messing with what I believe in, no, baby. No. You got to go. And I respect, let me just be clear, and let me say this again. I respect those that say, you know what, I'm not into the tarot reading, you know, I'm not I don't believe in that. I don't want no part of that. That doesn't, work for me. I can respect that. I was in another tarot card reader. I was in her chat yesterday, and she very educational and everything. Thank you, Prima Wanda. And she a lot of knowledge, and I her because this young lady also taps into her psychic abilities, and she was talking about all of this. And me, I'll read the post. I'll read what people what messages they leave. And it's one particular young lady. It was the first post, the first message. She said, her exact words were, she said, I used to think tarot reading, no, she said, I thought tarot reading was the devil. She said, I thought it was wicked, and I thought it was witchery and all of that. She said, because she said she was brought up as a Christian. She was brought up in a very religious home, and she was told not to mess with that. She said, but when she did her research, she said, when I did my research and I read about it and I looked it up a lot, she said, I see that it is a tool for direction. And if you saw me and you watched me, you heard me say a lot that the cards just reiterate what I've already told you. It's just a tool to help direct you. Just like some people use their cross, their crucifix, they feel safe with that. Some people wear their favorite, like your sons who play basketball, they might wear their favorite t-shirt, or my son used to have his favorite pair of socks. His favorite pair of socks every game. I don't care if it was holes in them or what. Every game he would wear those socks. If we couldn't find them socks, he was upset. He was up because that means something. That helped to give him direction. So that is all that is. Now, is there people that messes with the darkness? Yes. Are there those that use the cards for witchery, whatever you want to call it, devilishness? Yes. Because if you believe in God, you got to believe in the devil. If you believe there's good out here in the world, you got to believe there's bad out here in the world. If you believe somebody is going to be for you and positive towards you, you got to believe there are going to be people out here that's going to hate you and they're going to be against you. For every positive, there is a negative. And you have to understand that. I can't stand when people come over there and say, "Ooh, girl, you practice." You don't know what I practice. You don't know what I practice. You only know what it is that I tell you. You don't know what somebody, but get to know them. Ask them questions. I'm one of those. If it's something that you don't understand about me, ask me. Ask me. Let me be the judge of whether or not I want to tell you, talk to you about it, or explain it to you. So when I got through, she wrote a whole, like, it was more than a paragraph. She wrote a whole, book, but I read every word of it. And she said that now that she has a better understanding of it, she said, I'm about to buy my own tarot cards and do readings on myself. She was saying she wasn't going to do reading on other people, but she was going to do them on herself for some direction. And she literally there was, I think, 400 and something people. I remember 4 something. It was 400 and something thumbs up that she had got. And I was like, wow, that it's awesome when you get somebody that don't understand something, and then they go and they do their research, and then they have a better understanding. That don't mean you still have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with it, but when you go and do your research, you get a better understanding. Ross said, that's the first I seen a unifying queen. We know she was trying to start drama. Yep, what people say and think about you don't make you. That part thank each of you for coming into the chat. I appreciate you all. Yes, I appreciate you all. Definitely you guys going to work with me. We got 7 people on the line, and 5 of you guys gave me thumbs up. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. God is amazing, and we're going to have a great, wonderful, blessed Sunday. See, I can already feel in my spirit, I can already feel the negative energy that's on here. I already feel it. So this just lets me know, be alert, because it's going to be some craziness going on at work today. I just feel it. I just feel it already. My senses, my spirits, everything is telling me today it's going to be a crazy day, because the devil don't want nothing happy, positive. That's right. That's for the Lord. The devil don't want nobody steering nobody in the right direction. So just by me saying the things that I'm saying and telling you guys, think with your own mind, use your own judgment, do your research. Do what I always tell you. If you don't do nothing else, look, listen, and learn. The 3 L's. Live by the 3 L's. If you don't do anything else, sit back, look, listen, and learn. And just go do your own research. And then you make the ending decision. Thank you, Prima Wanda. I've done it. I've had to learn that. That's one of the reasons why I said I don't allow people to come and tell me stuff or say anything to me. The same way I do in my personal family, the same way I do with my sisters, my mother, cousins, anybody come trying to call me with some negativity bullshit. That is one of the reasons why I'm like, now I don't want to hear it, or I don't answer the phone. I can't deal with that. So I tell my sister, and they get mad. They get my other sister, God rest her soul. But my baby sister, oh my gosh, she gets mad. When I tell you she gets angry, she be mad. Jean won't answer the phone. She see me because she'll look at the number, and she'll see you calling and she won't answer the phone. Yup. That's exactly what I do. I look at the phone. I look at the number. When she calling, I know my mama calling 2 minutes after. Then what happened? Here come my mother calling. Okay, and then here comes somebody else. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to listen to you talk about her. I'm not going to listen to her talk about you. I'm not going to listen to y'all going back and forth. Work the shit out. Work it out. Just like I told the other young lady last night. I said, she was like, Miss Gina, she was like, but my daughter made me mad and this and that. I said, she gonna make you mad and she's gonna make you mad again, but you the mama. Work it out. And she said, my daughter tried to call me on Thanksgiving. No, she said her daughter did text her on Thanksgiving, but she didn't respond. I said that was her way of saying she's sorry, but you just messed it up because you didn't respond and she was reaching out. Parents, get your shit together. Your kids don't owe you nothing. They don't owe you. I go through it all the time with my children. I have 9 of them. 9 of them. They get mad at me, they fuss and they cuss and everything. And then what I do tell them, now you can chin check their ass, because I chin check mines all the time. I tell them, you're not my mother, I'm your mother. And one thing you not gonna do is disrespect me. Now you can voice your opinion. You can voice your opinion up to the mountaintop. You can voice your, but what you not gonna do is disrespect me. So when you bring it down a notch, then we can talk later. And then they get mad and they don't want to talk to you for days, for weeks, for months. They don't want to talk. And you know what I do? I just send them messages out the blue. I love you. Nothing else. I say nothing else. I just say I love you. They don't respond. But if something happens to me, the very second afterwards, when you ask any one of my children, what was the last thing your mother said to you? And they're going to say, she said, I love you. That is one of the reasons why I end every conversation with my children, if not anybody else. Every conversation I end it with, I love you. And they do it. Even when I don't say it, they'll say, Ma, I love you. I'm like, I love you too. Every conversation. Because tomorrow is not promised. I found out one of my friends passed away. I found out yesterday. Okay, y'all remember I told you guys how I found out my sister passed away. God, ain't no bell. Ain't no bell. Our people say burning candles is voodoo. People do say that burning candles is voodoo. They say burning incense is voodoo. That's what people say. Let me tell you something, and I'm telling you this in all honesty from my heart. Anything that you do can be used as voodoo. You know that, right? You know that, right? My grandmother used to say, don't let nobody get a hold to your hair. Don't let nobody take the hair out of your comb or your brush. Don't throw it down on the ground, because a bird will make a bird nest out of it and you're going to have headaches forever. Anything can be used as voodoo. These shades, my name tag, a necklace, an earring, anything, any piece of article, anything that belongs to you that touches you. Incense and candles and all of that is used for cleansing. It is used for making your room, your house smell good, right? People that don't even indulge in that type of stuff, they use incense and they use candles and stuff because they just like how it smells. They just like how it feels. But if you're gonna think that specifically is used for voodoo, then you got to understand that you can use anything. But honey, if I don't like you and you invite me over to your house and you say, Gina, would you like something to eat? Girl, I could take a fork or a spoon out your drawer and use that for voodoo. If somebody really want to do voodoo on you and they really want to get you, ain't no stopping it. It's not a specific thing. Those that really dabble into the unknown, those that really dabble into the wickedness, the devilishness, those that really dabble in, you go and do your research, like I said, and talk to them. They'll tell you I can use anything. All I need. When you talk to some of these voodoo priestess and you talk to some of these people and you tell them that I want to put a spell, a love spell on such and such, or I want to put a spell on somebody that I don't like, you know what the first thing they're going to ask you? They're going to tell you, bring me something of theirs. If you work with them, bring me, you know how you have the, I get coffee all the time, and you know how when you have the coffee, they put that little stirrer in there? They put that little stir where you can sit there and wait till the person finished drinking their coffee, and you can say to them, I'll throw that away for you. You want me? I was going to the cappuccino. I'll throw that away. And keep the stirrer. That's a part of them. You can use that for voodoo. You can use that for it. So stop believing what people tell you. My grandmother always told me, when you stop believing in what people say, when you start letting that affect you because you're believing in the things that they say to you, then that's when it has an effect on you. That's when it starts to have an effect on you. Just like when you tell, when not you, but when that man or that person tells that woman she ugly and she ain't shit and she ain't never gonna be shit, and that's all she heard. She heard it from her mom, she heard it from her dad, she heard it from now she's hearing it from her husband. So now she thinks, she grows up to think that she ain't shit. She ain't gonna never be shit. But then, come on, Prima Wanda, you better bring it on home. You better bring it on home, honey. My God is bigger and stronger and better than that. But this is the reason why I tell my children, I love you. I tell my sons, you a king, no matter what. You a king. Hey, king. And they laugh at me sometimes. But guess what? When you talk to them, they're going to say, my mother never said anything negative or anything disrespectful to me. So when somebody else come and tell them, you ugly, you ain't shit, you fat, you this and that, you know what they gonna say? I'm a king. I don't give a damn what you say. It's not gonna bother them. When you got these weak-minded ass people that's on here, when you got weak-minded people that gets on here and they follow and believe and do anything that somebody else tells them to do, when you know it's wrong, but you do it anyway, that means that you will fall into the devil's hole, and you don't care about how you gonna get out of it, because you just going with the wind. You just following anything and everything that they see. I don't have a problem with somebody doing something, because that's truly what it is that they believe in. If somebody is against you, if somebody don't like you because they truly believe you're not a good person, I don't have no problem with that. But if you don't got no reason and you're saying, I can't stand that bitch because such and such don't like her, and such told me that she a bad person, such and such told me that she a scammer, she wicked. If that's your reason for not liking me, good, because you're weak. And I wouldn't want any weak people to be around me or to be in my circle. I have to tell my sons, I have to tell my daughters sometimes, you look, grow a backbone. Why are you listening to that person? I have to always reiterate them. Did that person feed you this morning? Nope. Who fed you this morning? You did. Did that person pay your bills this morning? Who paid your bills? You paid them. Is that person driving you back and forth to school or work or picking you up? No. Who did that? You in the school bus. Okay, so why are you worried about and soaking in what somebody else tells you? That's why I had to tell another young lady, if y'all was, I told her she needed to spend work. She and the cards told her she needed to speak up, and it also said, show the real world the real you. Show the world the real you. That's what they said. It said, show the world. And she was like, you right, Miss Gina. She was like, yep. She said, everything you said was the truth. Everything. I said, the cards just reiterated what I already told you. That's what they do. It just reiterates what it is that I've already told you. It gives you direction, because that's what I use them for. I use them to help give direction. I'm not using them for voodoo. I'm not using them to put a spell on anybody. I'm not using them. I don't do that stuff. What's going to happen naturally is going to happen naturally. If somebody loves you, they love you. If somebody going to be for you, they going to be for you regardless. That's why I say, if somebody want to bless me with something, they going to bless. Just like Prima Wanda and Narissa blessed people yesterday. They knew that there were people on here that wanted to do a reading and wanted to give a reading, but they may have not had the money to pay for it. So they each blessed 5 people. They didn't have to do that, but they did that. And the people that wanted and asked for their readings and asked to be on the list, they didn't have to do that. But they did that, some because they really wanted to know and they really wanted to have an understanding on what it is that they should do. And others was like, wow, let me test this out. Let me see what this is about. Same way the kids were when I did the kids reading. They all thought it was a joke. They thought nothing gonna come out of it, and then wind up not being a dry eye in the room. Because each one of them that I read, I had already felt the energy of the issues and the problems that they had. I had already felt that. And when I turned the cards over, thank you, love. When I turned the cards over, the cards just reiterated what it was that I was already telling them, and they were touched. The tears was because they were touched and they couldn't believe it. Go back and watch that Thanksgiving video. You'll see. One of the young men kept saying, how you do that? How she do that? He asking them. And they saying, saying, they looking dumbfounded. They don't even understand. But he's saying, how she do that? That's how it is. That's how it is. Stop believing and think. Do you not understand that things that you think is good, can be wicked too? Things that you think that you normally pray to and all of that, like the cross. There's a lot of us that pray to the cross, right? You go into different churches and everything and you see the cross, and then what does those that want to use it in a wicked way? They take the cross and they turn it upside down. They take the cross and they turn it upside down. That same cross that we all pray to, that we all think is a good symbol, we think it's a righteous symbol. Somebody that wants to use it for wickedness will take that same and turn it upside down. So it's what you think about it here and what you think in here. Don't never let nobody else lead you and tell you. You do what you feel. Now, if God tells you that intuition that we always say, that I always say, it said follow your intuition. Now you follow your intuition. If that intuition, if you getting the bubble guts, if you getting that, woo, why I got that chill, why I got that funny feeling, go with that. Go with that. When I do readings and stuff, I get all of that. I get chills, I sweat sometimes. Sometimes my stomach gets the bubbling and everything. I go with all those feelings, and I always say, Lord, tell me what it is that you think I need to know. I always tell God to protect us, protect my circle. Because I know that if I'm believing in God and I want God to protect us and I want God to protect and cover everything that I do, I have to understand that the devil can seep in and try and come in and going to do whatever's wickedness it is that they can do, that they want to do. You have to have an understanding for that. You have to have an understanding of it. So you can't let nobody tell you nothing. You can't let nobody, they don't do it when they sit on here and they watch these people that's messy as fuck and they sit there and they watch it every day. You don't think when you watching that person that's talking about another person every day, that person is doing evil stuff to this person every day. You don't think that that's seeping into you, into your brain, into your heart, into your spirit. You don't think that's seeping into you? It does the same shit as these games do to these kids. That the government and everybody else say, don't have your kids sitting up here playing these video games 24 hours. Don't have them up here playing these devilish games and stuff for 24. What do they tell us that? We see that all the time on the news. Then they say, little Johnny went out and shot up a place. And then the mama and somebody else say, yeah, he was playing games for 72 hours straight. He was playing games and stuff for a week straight. And then they go, you know why? Because it starts affecting you. Things start affecting you. So you have to understand, when I tell you God bless you, when I tell you I love you, and that's something that's positive, and then you leave my chat and you go over there to somebody else's and they saying, I can't stand, I hate that bitch. I hate that. I can't stand. Let me tell you something. I know we ain't supposed to hate nobody, and I try my best not to hate anybody. But I hate rapists. I hate child molesters. I hate anybody that's gonna take something from somebody. And I ask God every day and all day to soften my heart with that, because I know if I believe in God and I'm going by his rules, he gonna forgive everybody, because it says your sin ain't bigger than my sin. If I go steal a candy bar out the store and you go shoot the clerk in the store, in God's eyes, our sin is supposed to be the same, right? Y'all got to start thinking about stuff before you start saying and making decisions on what it is that people do and how they do it and how they live there. I tell my children, I tell my family and them the same thing. You do what works for you. You do what feels good for you, right? Sin is sin. God look at all sin. Your sin ain't better than my sin. My sin may not be worse than your sin, but in God's eyes, we all sinned. We all see it. So what makes you better than me? Y'all hear? I sit back. You know what's so funny to me? What is so funny to me is when I get on here and I hear about some other person that will get on here and they would say to somebody, yeah, don't go over there and listen to her. Yeah, because she doing X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. And then y'all blatantly see this person doing every sinful, negative thing up under the sun. And then everybody gathers around and oh, you such a great person. Oh, you such a great mother. Oh, you such a, oh, you, when you see it, but you blind to it. And then somebody else comes and tells you the real truth. They come and tell you the real truth, but you can't handle the truth. I had to tell somebody else, I said, some people like to be lied to. Some people rather you lie to them than tell them the truth. And this is the reason why when I do my readings, when I do anything, it is that that I'm doing for somebody. I always say, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna lie to you. You want the truth? You want the real truth? Nothing but the truth? Because that's what I'm gonna give it to you. If you want lies, if you want something else, and baby, you're gonna have to go someplace else, because there are readers and there are people out here that you can pay them and you can tell them and you can say to them whatever the hell it is that you want to say to them, and they gonna read everything that you, am I gonna get married? They gonna tell you, yeah, you gonna get married. Am I gonna have kids with somebody rich? They gonna tell you, yeah, you gonna have kids with somebody rich. They gonna tell you anything that you need to know because you paying them, because you giving them something, because they not really working for God or under God. It's about the money. I'm always careful with the person that's really greedy. That's really, really greedy. I'm always honey, I live my life by look, listening, and learning. I live my life by that. I don't have to say nothing. Sometimes I just be quiet. That's all. I just be quiet. Because God gonna already tell me everything. Everything I need to know. Everything. He lets me know when people lying to me. He lets me know. I knew one day, my kid's oldest father, and me and him is in a good place right now. And we've been through a lot. We've been through a whole lot. And I never forget, one night I was sleeping and I was dreaming about him. And I'm like, why am I dreaming about this man? I can't stand this man. Why am I dreaming about him? And the very next day, I get a text. And the text said, hey, Jean, I hope you're doing well. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I told my son, I said, your dad texted me. He said, I know. I said, what you mean you know? He said, because we was talking about you. I said, what y'all talking about me for? He was like, I don't know. We was just having conversation about you. And he said, my dad said that you hate him so much that if he was on fire, you wouldn't spit on him. I said, he told you that? And my son said, yeah. I said, well, I probably wouldn't spit on him, but I would call the fire department. That's what I said to my son. And then I put to it. That's why I was dreaming it. That's why I had to dream. He felt some guilt about whatever it was. Could have been about the way he treated me, what was going on. But whatever it was, he felt guilt about it. And that was his way, probably, I guess, of apologizing. Like I told the young lady yesterday, everybody has a different way of apologizing. And I told her that when your daughter apologized, well, not apologized, I said when your daughter reached out to you for Thanksgiving, that was probably her way. That was her way of connecting back with you. That was her way. And then she said, wow, I should have responded. She said, I'm going to text her right now. I said, yeah, you should have. Even when I'm mad and I'm at my maddest, even when I always look at my messages, I always listen to my voicemails. And my kids will text me. Angel will write a letter. When Angel knows she did wrong and Angel know I'm really upset, honey, Angel will sit down and write me a 2-page letter in a heartbeat, and she will fold it up and she will put it right next to my phone. That's her way of apologizing. That's her way of getting it out. Everybody can't do it face to face. Everybody can't say, you hurt my feelings face to face. Everybody can't. So you have to understand their way of apologizing, their way of trying to reconnect with you. That's their way. That's their way. So just something, anything that it is, anything. Tarot reading, psychics, life, work, family, anything that you don't understand, that you have a misunderstanding about, that you are confused about, ask. Write a letter, text, leave a message. Do something, but get an understanding of it yourself. Get an understanding for it. I learned that when I was angry and when I was going through a bunch of stuff, me putting it down on paper was my way. And I used to put little notes and love notes in my kids' lunches and different things like that. And then Angel started doing it for me. When Angel would make that from me, and then I would write like, Angel, you didn't do such and such, and leave it. So then she started, and she figured out that when she's in trouble, she can't say it to me face to face, but she says it beautifully on paper. And I understand. And you know what I do? It's not to embarrass her or make her feel any type of way, because kids will tense up. I write it back. I write something back on paper and I put it back in her room. In the same way with other people. Text, send them messages. But now, I'm so far beyond that, honey. You hurt my feelings. I'm going to tell you, you hurt my feelings. Just simple as that. It's either you're going to do something about it or you not. You're going to care or you not. I just start letting people know when they hurt my feelings. Family, friends, YouTubers, my children, anybody. I let them know you hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings. Now, if you don't care, you don't care, but you know. So when these people come on here, anything that disrupts my energy, my spirit, and I don't want it to be a part of it. I don't want it to be around me. I don't want it to be here. Hey, Leslie. How you doing, love? I'm here at work. Well, the good thing is 5 o'clock gonna come real fast. I am here from 12 to 5 today, and then back to regular time tomorrow. But I will see you guys after work. I'm not taking a lunch today because I'm only gonna be here for a few hours, so I'm not taking a lunch. But I will go live, and I shall see you guys when I get off work, and we gonna just do some more Sunday chit chat. Let's just have some Sunday chit chat. A great day. I love chats like this with you guys. Y'all have a wonderful, amazing, blessed Sunday. I love you guys. Peace, God bless, and ta-ta for now.